Okay, next we have Natalie Ferraro of Trailkeepers of Oregon. And we are excited to hear about this project. Natalie?
Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Thanks so much for being here today. Yeah, I'm Natalie. I'm the engagement manager for Trailkeepers of Oregon. So we're a nonprofit that builds, maintains, and advocates for hiking trails throughout the state. And one of the pieces of my job is managing our Trail Ambassador program. You might have heard about this program. In the past, it was originally started with Friends of the Columbia Gorge, and it was very popular, and there seemed to be a need for it in places all across the state, not just the Gorge. I don't think these issues we're talking about are unique to the Gorge in Oregon anymore. And so we transitioned the program over to Trailkeepers. As a statewide organization, we're able to give it a home so it can grow to places like Mount Hood and other places in the state, North Coast, that are also seeing a lot of heavy visitation. So the goal of the Trail Ambassador program is that we station trained volunteers at a lot of these really popular sites. And their goal is to interact with the public and kind of take on some of this education, the gap that we're seeing as visitors come in. A lot of folks come in unprepared, not really knowing what to expect. And these volunteers are equipped with the information to share with folks to help them make smart and informed decisions about recreating in the gorge. And so they cover topics like leave no trace, and they have all the information about alternative trails in the area. Maybe a family with small children shows up to hike Dog Mountain, but it might not be the most family friendly hike for a little kid, so they can offer some alternative trails instead. We originally got started because of the need for public information after the Eagle Creek fire, and it's just grown since then as we've seen the need to pass on this kind of information and up-to-date information to visitors. COVID was definitely a challenge, but we're back at it this year and growing with a lot of volunteers. And one of the benefits of the program is that we can be a really great link between a lot of these other resources that you're going to be hearing about. Ready, Set, Gorge, for example, all these volunteers have, access and information about Ready, Set, Gorge that they can share with visitors so they can make good choices about where they're recreating. The other bonus for having the volunteers there is they also provide sort of data collection for land managers and other organizations. So they're a direct on the ground information source to let us know, like, hey, these are the parking issues that we're seeing. These are the crowding issues that we're seeing. This is the feedback from visitors as they're hiking the trail. And the program is really morphing into what I see as a really amazing opportunity to embrace our ideals around, oh, hi, Lizzie. Yes, thanks. Sign up to be a trail ambassador in the chat. And one of the great things about this program is that we're really working to equip these volunteers with the skills that they need to be welcoming as we're talking about the diversity of folks that are coming into the gorge and recreating for the first time. So we really want these volunteers to be a welcoming committee for folks who are coming out and let everyone know who comes to recreate on the trails, that they are welcome, that they belong, and that the outdoors is a safe space for them. So we're working hard behind the scenes on a lot of DEI initiatives to empower volunteers to let folks know that, yeah, the outdoors is for everyone. And even if we've got some crowding issues we're trying to address, we want folks to have a safe and welcome experience when they do come out on the trail. That's probably my 3 minutes, so.
Thank you. Did you want to chat about dogs at all?
Oh, yeah. So one of the other, really quick, one of the other pieces that we're piloting this year, hoping to have this piloted in June, is I'm starting a branch of trail ambassadors called Ambassadogs. And so these are trail ambassador volunteers who take an additional training around issues with dogs on the trail, and they can bring their well-behaved dog with them when they volunteer and hike the trail and educate other dog users about how to recreate responsibly with their dogs. Of course, picking up after them, disposing of waste, and encouraging folks to keep them on leash unless they're in an area where off leash is allowed. So stay tuned for more on that. We're excited about that.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. Okay.